Hi there, this is Richard with NOLA Sports Beat. This is your OTA wrap-up for today, June 7th. It was a good day at OTAs today. The Saints had a good defensive effort, a lot of picks. And in general, I was doing some stats. I know we talked before about the Saints defense. I was looking at the 2017 stats, and they were 17th in total yards and about 17th in defense generally. About the same in pass and run, about 15 to 17, around the same. They were 27th on third down, so I think that's an area that you're looking in. One of the things at camp today, we see in the linebackers, Alex Exone was back and looking good. Davenport looked good off the edge, got a couple of recorded sacks. It was against the second and third team, but I think he's coming along well. Cornerbacks are doing well. You just see some really good. There's a lot of indications that this defense can get into the top 10 with just a little bit. Said a couple of weeks ago, Charlie Cashley said Davenport's a difference maker. The Saints jumped last year from 27 to 17, so basically 10 spots. And I think it's realistic, that they could jump up into the top 10 this year. And I think that makes a difference. If you have a top 3 offense and you have a top, you're a Super Bowl contender. And I think that that's what they're looking to do. And I think that's why you see a lot of the offseason moves in that direction. Today's the defense, they're getting the top off. They're getting interceptions, and that's something that you have to look at. Last year was the first year of the Saints in a long time, plus in the turnover ratio, and that's big. I mean, that's a key indicator when you look at certain things of winning teams and losing teams. One is points per game. It's a big difference when you go from 25 to, let's say, 28, which what the Saints were last year. Big difference in games won. You look the previous years, the Saints 25 to 26, even though in the offensive yards they were good, it wasn't that great. And where did you see they were 7-9 for 3 years with that 25 or 26 points a game? Now, it also helps to stop. The Saints were in the top 10 on defense in scoring allowed. So, and we saw that last year. They allowed some yards, but they were really good in scoring. So if they can put those things together, get turnovers and get stops. They weren't great on third down last year. They allowed a lot of first downs on third down, and I think that's something that they're going to work on. A lot of that was the injuries. I mean, they had 20 players last year in IR towards the end of the season. That's unheard of. So I think it's great. A couple other little fast points. Michael Thomas is just looking great. He's just really looking great. Trevin Durrell is ex-LSU guy. He's making a case. Tommy Lee Lewis had a great day again. I really think this wide receiver battle is really setting up. It's going to be a fun one to watch at training camp. Another quick point there. This is kind of neat there. In 2009 Super Bowl year, the big deal was, finish strong. That was the statement. Well, this year one of the ones is bow up, and I think that's pretty good. I was talking about the defense. We'll look at those additions. They had Kurt Coleman, the safety, gives them experience. Pat Robinson coming back. You got linebacker. I mean, they've continued to add linebacker. Klein came back. He says he's close to getting back full. I think you've got, Davis is going to be a guy. He's going to be a true middle guy, but they look like they're doing a lot of versatility. They want to be able to change things up. I'm just really excited. Next week is minicamp. I'm looking forward to it, and we'll have a couple reports, a couple more breakdowns. But anyway, have a great day.